One of the great things about this recipe is how simple it is, and we also keep dishwashing to a minimum. The onions are browning nicely. Now I'll take a jar of corn. I have 400 grams here. You can use cow's milk or a dairy alternative. Something went wrong, so we decided to switch things up. What can I say? It's an extremely smooth, delicious, and easy to make soup. Hello friends! You asked and I delivered. Today we're making the simplest soup with just 3 main ingredients. Just 3 main ingredients. You'll see just how easy this is. Make sure you're subscribed, like the video, and let's get started. First, take 1 medium onion and chop it any way you like. No need to worry about precision since we'll be blending everything later. We're making a cream soup today. 1 half is done. Now we'll do the same with the other half. While I'm chopping, let me know in the comments what you'd like me to cook next. I read every comment. It means a lot to me. One more thing I'd like to mention. This recipe is not only simple, but also keeps dishwashing to a minimum. We'll heat our skillet to a 9 out of 10 setting. Add some butter. Add a tablespoon of butter and let it melt, then add the onions. We need to lightly fry it until it starts to brown. While the onion is cooking, I'll prepare a can of corn. I have 400 grams here and I'll drain off the excess water since we don't need it. The onion is almost ready. Just a couple more minutes and then we'll add the next ingredient. Now, I'm ready to add the corn. We'll heat the onion and corn together, but there's no need to fry them further. We just want them both at the same temperature. After about 2 minutes, I'm adding a glass of milk. You can use cow's milk or a dairy alternative. I'm using regular milk with 3.2% fat. We'll heat the milk for about a minute and then we'll move to the blending step. Everything's ready now. Turn off the heat and transfer everything into the blender. Be careful, don't burn yourself. The mixture is very hot. Make sure to scrape out every last bit from the skillet as we'll be using it again soon. I'm not sure why it's leaking. Well, something went wrong. So we decided to switch things up. I'll use a high-powered blender. I'm pouring everything into the blender jar. Like this. Let's move on. We're blending everything with a heavy-duty blender. This method is quicker and safer. Once blended, turn the stove back on and pour the soup back into the skillet. We'll heat it up again. While bringing it to a boil, we'll also season it to taste. Add a little freshly ground pepper and about half a teaspoon of salt. Mix everything thoroughly and it'll be ready in no time. I've already turned off the heat, grabbed a ladle, and am ready to pour the soup into a bowl. For a finishing touch, I added a few pieces of corn. I boiled it, and now it serves as a decorative touch. Using a ladle, carefully pour the soup around our garnish without disturbing it. This recipe makes about 2 servings. For extra decoration, let's add a sprinkle of sweet paprika, a few drops of olive oil, and a couple of sprigs of parsley. Alright, time for the taste test. I can hardly wait to dig in. This soup is very hot, incredibly tasty, and so easy to prepare. What can I say? It's exceptionally creamy, and there's this... Let me take another spoonful. A smoky flavor, like there's bacon in it? But no, we didn't add any. Now I understand it's the smoked paprika, but don't worry if you don't have it. Oops! I nearly ate the whole bowl right in front of you. On that note, I'll say goodbye. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and remember, don't be afraid to experiment in the kitchen. Bye.